Hi, I'm Tkay Maidza, and you're watching my iHeartRadio Ask Anything chat. Thank you so much for Romeo and iHeartRadio Most Requested Live for having me in to talk about my song Ringling and everything. Okay, let's get it. So the first question is from Lisa from Covington, KY. What town are you from? Also, can you pronounce your full name with the proper hometown accent? Thank you. I am from Karoi in Zimbabwe. I was born in Zimbabwe in Africa. My family live in Adelaide. And you pronounce my name.
Tkay Maidza.
Bailey from Cincinnati said, I don't even know if Ohio is a state. Yikes. If you're in a taxi with my grandma and she asks you to tell her what you do for a living, how would you explain? I would just say I am a musician and I make every kind of genre and I'm just vibing. Barbara from Washington said, how did you pick Ringling as a single? It felt like a new era for me. It felt exciting, felt new. I haven't really done anything reggaeton in terms of my discography, but it felt like it had the elements of 90s R&B, rap, that's like actual rapping and dance, and I felt like it also doesn't sound like anything right now, and I tend to go against trends just because I want to. Can you tell us, Violetta from Queens, New York said, can you tell us a little bit about your early years starting out? Did you travel far away from home to sing? So my early years, I was mainly working as a songwriter and pitching songs to producers. So I would travel every now and then, but it was like my first experience every time. So I felt a little bit out of depth. It was exciting, had no idea what I was doing, and it was my first time traveling to Melbourne or Sydney, and I would travel by myself as well. So I felt like I had to grow up really quickly. Luckily, nothing bad or crazy happened. I just felt like it was always a new experience and I had to, step up. What music are you listening to these days, and how does your music taste influence your own music? That's from Mira from Los Angeles, CA. It's so interesting. I haven't really been listening to any music lately. I've been listening to podcasts quite a lot. I find them interesting, like a lot about human psychology. Music does shape my taste. It shapes what I listen to, what I make, how I dress, my moods. So sometimes it's really good to have moments where you don't listen to anything, just to live and experience and learn. And that's kind of where I'm at the moment, especially because I've just finished my album. So Lauren from Harrisburg, PA said, how many chicken nuggets do you think you could eat in one sitting? Probably like 10. Depends where they're from. If they're from McDonald's, probably 10, but I choose to eat like 6. I always order like 6. Tara from Huntington, WV said, if you're on a dating site, what quality do you have that you would lead your profile off with? I usually just put emojis. I don't really like putting any information on my profiles. I'm dating someone, but like before my profile probably looked like a fake profile because I didn't have any information and I just had photos. So people probably thought I wasn't a real person. Stephanie from Savannah, GA said, if you had a theme song play whenever you entered a room, what would it be? It would be Kill Bill by SZA. I feel like that's like my energy. If you met a genie and he gave you 3 wishes, what would you choose? I would choose to have $1 billion. I would also choose to I mean, if I have $1 billion, I would definitely have everything I want at that point. So $1 billion, I would like someone to finish 4 albums for me that sound like Frank Ocean and to headline every festival in the world. What's your Bella from Knoxville, Tennessee? What's the most favorite car you've owned? I have only had 2 cars and they've both been Jeep Wranglers. I will not get anything else unless it's a G-Wagon. Andrea from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Who do you text most with? I text my boyfriend and my managers. Jojo from Jacksonville. What can you cook? I can cook eggs, chicken, spaghetti, pasta, popcorn, cake. I don't know. I don't really cook that often, to be honest. Lisa from Riley. What was your first cell phone? I had one of the first Nokias. Like, when all the phones first existed, I would get the new models. It was a Nokia, then a Sony Ericsson, then a Motorola, then I had a BlackBerry, and I had the Motorola Flip 2 and the Sidekick, and then I moved to iPhone. I never came back. Rose from Davenport said, is the reason you started in music still the same reason you're still in music today? Yes. I feel like I'm more precise with my goals though. I feel like before I was like, I would love to play festivals, I would love to make music videos like this, but now it's like, it's more precise, which I actually appreciate more. I think I'm here to experience, I'm here to learn, I'm here to heal. I started music because it was my way out of like my daily life, and now it is my daily life, and I'm able to do that, make music, whenever I feel like I need to escape. Like I can escape into like a different quadrant of me, which is nice because it all like goes back to growing. What emoji would you use to describe yourself? My favorite one right now is the like smiley face that's like thanks, Peggy. Okay, so Jenny from Winnipeg said, what is your most used app on your phone outside of text messages? My emails app. Also like Twitter. Ashley from Cincinnati said, if you could build your dream house, would it be by the ocean, mountains, or a lake? And what would make this house special? I would have it on a cliff, so by the ocean, but in the mountains, because I like perspective, and I also like fresh air and picturesque energy. Like I want to be near the trees and the water. It would be like an open floor plan, 2-story, like a modern jungle. Ria from Colombia said, with it being a super hot summer, what activities do you like doing outside? I love hiking, which is probably not good for being outside. I love playing tennis. I love swimming. I don't swim that often, but I'm always like preempting to swim. Beth from Nashville said, if the answer on Jeopardy was Tkay, what was the question? Name an Australian African musician that is fire. If you were on Masked Singer, what would you sing and what costume would you wear? I don't know, I wouldn't do that, to be honest. Rosie from Norfolk. What's your secret karaoke song that you would only sing in private? I would sing Boom Clap by Charlie XCX. Like, I love that song, and it's just like the chorus soars. It's so epic, honestly. Jordan from Tuscan. Have you ever bought something that you shouldn't have, but you did just because? Yeah, I bought this $2,000 jacket, and I love it so much. Levi's from Seattle. What's your favorite candy? Anything sour, honestly, or peanut M&Ms with popcorn. It's a good sweet combo. Lily from NYC. How do you protect your hearing in the studio and on stage? I really don't. If you ever want any advice on protecting your hearing, do not ask me. Linda from Indianapolis. Any personality traits from your parents starting to pop out as you get older? I feel like I'm very systematic, like my mom. Like, I love to get things done, but then I'm also like very laid back like my dad, and I'm very free-spirited like both of them, but I think I have the go-getter nature for my mom for sure. Yeah. How far can I throw a ball? I can throw a ball pretty far, further than most. Thank you, Kelly from Atlanta. Jennifer from Milwaukee said, what is your voicemail message? I don't have one. Annie from Beaver Falls. When was the first time you were recognized in public? I don't remember, but I remember like being at the airport a few weeks ago, and I looked crazy, and I just supported Lizzo the night before, and this man was like, "You're TK," and I looked the complete opposite. It was so embarrassing. And he asked for a photo. One song that will always remind you of your childhood. Emily from Philadelphia. My Heart Will Always Go On by Celine Dion. I was obsessed with Titanic. Thanks again. Well, that's everything. Thank you so much again for having me here and asking me questions like iHeart Ask Anything. Thank you so much for Romeo for having me, and make sure you request my song Ringling on iHeartRadio.